Hello there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed my appearance in episode 3 of Lost Season 5. That's what time travel does, man. It just all got stuffed up a little bit, and yeah, I just so happened to be a girl at that time, unfortunately. The apparition stuffed up like Harry Potter, and yeah, those things tend to happen. It will be corrected, but for that time being, until next time. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting a shot, and we are watching Lost for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an amazing journey thus far, and the fact that we still have almost a full season to go with season 5, and then another season with season 6, I am going to keep this smile on my face for a very, very long time. You Losties are absolutely sensational. I just finished episode 3 and I'm going right into episode 4. This one is titled The Little Prince. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. And as always, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. We need to help Charlotte out, man. That's crazy. This island itself has played host to 2 iconic Ellies. Episode 3 of Lost Season 5 and Elie Sattler in Jurassic Park.
When he's out, he's out.
What's the scarring on her
At least one
face
of us
from?
can sleep.
It's gonna take more than 2 nights for me to get used to sleeping in a normal bed. What are we gonna do about him?
What's the bruising from?
About Aaron?
I don't know.
Been thinking a lot about it.
Oh, my bad. It's from... Oh, it's that week on Penny's boat, I
I
believe.
think we should say he's mine.
What?
We could say that I was 6 months pregnant when I was arrested and that I gave birth to him on the island. No one would ever know.
Kate, no, you don't have to. There's other ways to do this.
After everyone we've lost, Michael, Jin, and Sawyer, I can't lose him too.
Sawyer's not dead.
No. But he's gone.
You're never gone and lost, man. If you die, you get like ultimate powers. It's
Good night,
crazy.
Jack.
If you die on Lost, you get Zoom Premium,
We're gonna be safe.
paid
We're
subscription
gonna
and all.
protect the people that we left behind. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to convince everyone to lie. If it's just me, they're never gonna go for it. So I'm gonna turn to you first.
That
Are you with me?
explains the bruising. My bad.
I have always been with you.
That is cap. You know what? That is such good delivery, though. What about the flip? Nah, she's been with him since the beginning, to be fair, in terms of like siding with him on decisions and stuff like that. But in terms of like the love stuff, man, come on, that is crap. The flip-flopping was insane.
How does it fit?
It's perfect. Thank you for the loaner.
Looks great on you.
This is what I love about Lost, man. There'll be scenes that happen and you think, okay, we've seen everything that's needed to be, viewed from that particular interaction. And then no, we revisit again the week on Penny's boat after the helicopter crash and them leaving the island before them coming up with the plot to lie. And it's just like, oh, okay, there's another perspective on that scene between Jack and Kate interacting and talking about Aaron himself and what they're going to do with him. And it was Kate's idea to come up with it.
Do this?
It was your idea.
Mommy.
Aaron, honey, Mommy's gonna run out and do an errand. I'll be right back.
Does he know what errand means, bro? Like,
Don't worry about us, Kate. There's candy in the minibar and 100 channels on TV. We're going to be just fine here.
don't make him watch
Son.
expose, please.
I don't know what I would have done if you weren't here. Thank you.
It's what any friend would do.
I don't trust Sun in this situation. I don't know why.
Well, I will be back soon. Okay, you be good for Son. Okay, honey?
Good luck.
Delivery for you, Miss Kwong.
Thank you.
She cold, man. She cold. This is CEO Sun right here, man. This is a different Sun.
I'll be right back, honey.
Oh, she's keeping tabs on Ben. And Jack.
There's something that you want to tell me, Daniel? That would be a good time.
Yes, Daniel.
Not sure what you mean exactly.
She's asking if you know why your girlfriend had a seizure.
Give us some space, would you?
She's like this because the sky keeps lighting up. He knew this would happen. He didn't say squat about it.
James.
I think it's neurological. Our brains have an internal clock, a sense of time. The flashes throw the clock off. It's like a really bad jet lag.
But everyone reacts differently to the flashes.
Really bad jet lag doesn't make you hemorrhage, Daniel. You want to tell me why it isn't happening to the rest of us?
I don't know.
Has it got something to do where she was born?
Thank God it's not.
Like when she said at the end of last season, she's still trying to find out the place of her birth.
When you came to my house looking for blood samples for me and my son, I asked you who your client was.
And I said I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I'm here to offer you a
Confidentiality,
deal.
man.
No. And the reason, of course, is that you're in no position to be making any kind of deals, and we both know it. I
Damn!
have a signed court order compelling you to let us confirm that you're the child's mother. I could send the sheriff over there today and make you do it, but my client insists that we handle the exchange of custody quietly. Now it is time you prepare yourself, Ms. Austin. You are going to lose the boy.
Damn, Mr. Norton Security holding it down for his client. Somebody knows about the lineage, and it possibly might be. Maybe the client is Claire's mother. Maybe it is Claire's mother. Like,
We have to go back to the orchid.
Excuse me?
The orchid. That's where all this started. Maybe it's where it'll all stop.
And let me guess, you know exactly what to do when we get there.
Not exactly at all, but I know that Ben used it to leave the island, and if I can do the same thing, I believe I can save us.
worth a
And
shot.
don't do that.
Go back to
This
where it
is
all started.
happening because they left. I think it'll stop if I can bring them back.
Bring who back?
Jack, son, Saeed, Hugo, Kate.
The boat blew up and that chopper was probably on it.
They're not dead, James.
Says who?
That doesn't matter. All that matters is they've got to come back. I have to make them come back. Even if it kills me. Don't you want them to come back, James? Don't you want her to come back?
Doesn't matter what I want.
Hey! She's waking up.
You okay?
Who are you?
Oh, great.
It's Daniel. What happened?
It's not a flash. He passed out. How do you feel?
It's only going to get worse
It's
with the
easy.
flashes, right?
I'm fine.
Good.
Hooray, everything's back to normal. Now what?
So you know what?
I'm Dr. Ariza, Director of Clinical Services. A word with you, please.
I'm in Dr. Ariza.
I'll be right back.
So he get to you? Did my dad drop him off?
Yes, he did. Hurley, where?
You okay?
He's fine.
Awesome. Hurley, where are you? Dude, I'm totally cool. I'm in LA County lockup. Oh, and tell Saeed I did exactly what he said. I'm totally safe. Ben's never gonna get me now. Thanks,
What are you
dude.
talking about? Hurley? Wait.
Good, you're here.
I've never
Saeed.
seen someone so happy to be locked up.
Got your meds for you.
This guy's going to try to kill Saeed.
Sorry, I think you have the wrong room.
Another failed attempt. Shaking my head.
Who are you working for?
I was about to say, who's after Saeed this heavily, man? Is this Widmore or?
Okay, talk. Address in pocket.
Hello, Saeed. What happened? Do we know anyone who lives at 42 Panorama Crest?
That's Kate's address.
The plot thickens.
I'm not letting you get anywhere near him.
You have friends in trouble. Let's get them to safety and save the dirty linen for later.
I'll drive.
Ben on his comedy tour, man.
After you get Kate, meet us at the Long Beach Marina, slip 23.
Flip 23,
Hurry,
42.
we're running out of time.
Running out of time. Everything's happening at the moment. We gotta get the Time Lord lady, man.
Whatever it is, we better stay clear of it.
Beach is this way. Now you want to take the scenic route?
John, you know when we are?
The scenic route. When we are.
We need to keep moving.
Yeah. Clearly John knows or has an idea of when we are. I'm trying to think, is that got something to do with the hatch, the light?
Better. Nothing like sore feet to take your mind off your head, eh?
Huh. Well, don't worry. Once we get to the beach, we're going to take the Zodiac around to the other side of the island and you can rest.
It's sweet, but you don't need to baby me. I'm fine.
Maybe she forgot. Uh-oh.
You okay?
I'm peachy.
Oh, that's
Now
Claire. That's Claire being taken or waking up in the cave, I believe. That's Claire screaming. That's Claire screaming, 100%. Oh.
You wanted to escape and healthy?
This is actually sick.
You're not alone in this. We are all here for you, this baby. It's all of us. But I need you to push.
Nice.
Okay?
Boy, I gotta hold it down here, man. So this is Claire giving birth.
1, 2, 3, push! Push!
In the episode, we're questioning Aaron's bloodline as well. So when you rewatched Lost now, Sawyer was technically watching this scene happen. The emotions going through Sawyer's mind at the moment, and he never got to experience the birth of his daughter as well. And I feel like he's feeling a lot of guilt and resentment for that as well, but he gets to look at Kate too. So does Miles bleeding indicate that another Flash is, possibly incoming? Is that a way to possibly track the Flashes occurring? That was so cool to see. The music there was phenomenal as well. Josh Holloway.
Did you see something out here, James?
It don't matter. It's gone now.
I just want to pause and say quickly, one of my favorite, my favorite Harry Potter film is The Prisoner of Azkaban, and one of my favorite sort of like moments, or like one of my favorite sort of segments in that film is the time turner thing and the time travel, and then them watching those events take place. I just find it phenomenal. I loved it. I absolutely love it. And I feel like Lost Season 5 is doing that on a much larger scale. And because the island is obviously moving through time constantly, we get to keep doing that for the moment until they manage to stop this. But I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, the options, the sky's the limit basically with this island moving through time at the moment. We can have moments like this where we see Sawyer helping Kate, where we see sort of Kate Sawyer watching Kate help Claire give birth. And, you know, we had the moment last episode with them being in 1954, seeing a younger Widmore, seeing Richard and John trying to convince Richard that he is their leader, and, you know, that Richard was there, you know, or that Richard was the one to tell him how, or like, to tell him how to save or how to get off the island. Sorry. Like, I just love it. I just love it. I feel like this season's going full throttle with it, and I'm loving every moment. Like, the possibilities are endless. We could, yeah. So, like, when I rewatch Lost now, when Kate helps Claire give birth, I know that Sawyer is watching that from the future. Like, that's interesting. No beard.
You shaved your beard.
Yeah. Just needed a change.
Look, Jack, I don't know why you called, but I can't be dealing with this right now.
What's going on?
Nothing. Can you just go?
Why don't you just tell me?
Jack, please
Kate,
just go.
Please tell me.
I mean, it involves Jack's...
Somebody wants Aaron.
Yeah, it involves Jack's nephew, so...
What?
There's a
Or
lawyer
son.
in there. His clients, they know we're lying. They know I'm not his mom, and they're gonna take him away.
Who's gonna take him away?
What are you doing?
Look, I gotta go. All right, get in or don't.
He was camped out there all day waiting for Northern security to leave. That's crazy. The on-island stuff has been phenomenal the last few episodes.
Hey, you ready to tell me who you saw back there?
I already told you it was nothing.
You and I both know when we were before the flash changed. So who was it you saw? Charlie? Shannon? Yourself?
How is it that you knew when we were, Johnny boy? That light in the sky was from the hatch, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was.
The night that Boone died, I went out there and started pounding on it as hard as I could.
Oh, so
Confused.
that was the beam from the
Scared.
hatch. Oh, okay, okay. Like the
Yeah,
light
I'm
from the
like an
hatch.
idiot.
I never knew you created a beam like that.
Asking why was all this happening to me? At the time, I thought it meant something.
Did it?
No, just the light.
Why'd you turn us around then? You want to go back there?
Why would I want to do that?
That light had me in shambles, man.
Tell yourself to do things different. Save yourself a world of pain.
No, I needed that pain. Get to where I am now.
Hey, I just got a nosebleed.
What? When?
Let's just not freak out the others, okay? Just tell me. Why? Why her? Why me?
I don't know. I think it might have something to do with duration of exposure. You know, the amount of time you spent on the island.
Doesn't make any sense. Those yahoos have been here for months. I've never been here before 2 weeks ago.
Are you sure about that?
Hello?
Okay, interesting.
Camp's back.
Finally. Anybody for a Dharma beer?
Okay,
Hello? Anybody here? Rose, Bernard.
I wonder how long ago this happened.
Bitch.
What is it?
It's Vincent's.
Aw.
Where's the rest of the dog? Where's the rest of our people?
Where did these come from?
It's a good question. Pretty old. Not that old.
Let me see that. Azura.
Ajira. It's an airline. It's based out of India, but they fly everywhere.
Great. Maybe they got a flight out of here to Vegas. Who came in these? Others?
Others.
My question is, when are they coming back?
Let's not wait to find out.
This plan sounded a hell of a lot better when we were going by motorboat. How far is this place?
Around that point. Not more than a couple hours.
Delivering Claire's baby.
That was 2 months ago.
Time travel's a bitch.
Get out!
Final! Move!
Someone could get seriously injured here.
These your people?
No, they yours?
Shut up and keep battling! Thank you, Lord!
Thank you, Lord. Right into a thunderstorm. Rainy lost, man. I take that back. I was about to say they are paddling in the best conditions at the moment, and then the Flash takes them to a thunderstorm. What? When are we? I don't know, but I love it. I love it. We're having so much fun on the island at the moment. Oh man, it's a ride. It's a ride. So the island's doing its own thing at the moment. It's like in its own pocket of time and space, just going through different time periods, future or past. It's on, you know, it's moving on that straight road. It's going here, it's going here, it's going back here, then it'll go back here, it'll go further, and then it'll go, yeah. And then obviously we're watching these events play out.
Because the guy told you that he was meeting his client doesn't mean that they're here in LA. He could have just told you that to throw you off.
Or they're in that hotel right now.
Okay. And what if they are? What if the person who wants to take Aaron is sitting in that hotel room right now?
Okay, and quickly, just I wanted to say something. So to Juliet and Sawyer, getting off the island was 2 months ago, but to the characters we're watching on screen now, it's been 3 years, which is interesting.
Come on, come with me. We'll go get Aaron. We'll put our heads together and we'll figure something out.
It is. I think it is. I might have been right. That's a blonde chick, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's Claire's
It was Claire's mom. I was like, who else would know? She's the only reasonable. She's the only reasonable character that could possibly know about Aaron's bloodline. That's still alive, and she made it out of the coma. There's no one else that'd want to track this down that badly.
Let me go talk to her. I can just explain to her why we did it. Maybe if I can get her to understand why, she'll listen to me.
I mean, it is your...
I can fix this, Kate. I can fix it. Aaron is my family too.
Yeah, is it his half mum technically? Is it? Man, fam, you gotta love Kate off the island, man. Full grown, protective mother now. Evolved. Damn, the conditions on the island replicate what's happening in LA at the moment.
May I come in?
Of course.
You were drenched.
No, I'm fine.
That is the worst
I haven't
Australian.
seen you since your father's funeral. How did you even know I was here?
I knew you were here, Miss Littleton, because I followed your lawyer.
Gotta love the honesty.
Why would you do that?
That is not
I did it because
that is not an Australian accent. I'm sorry. It's
I understand.
It puts me
that
off.
You feel the need to do this, but I need you to know that everything that Kate and I have done, it was for Aaron.
Who's Aaron?
Um,
I'm afraid I'm not following you.
Miss Littleton, what are you doing here in Los Angeles?
Let's go.
So was he visiting a different client?
Tell her to bring Aaron to the Long Beach Marina. We'll meet her there.
What are you talking about? What
Kate,
happened?
we have to go now.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what just happened.
She doesn't know anything.
What?
She doesn't know.
All right, so I was
She
wrong.
still thinks that Claire is dead.
And it's just a coincidence that her lawyer happens to be the same lawyer that's trying to take my son.
I don't know.
Yes.
Whoever's trying to take Aaron,
Lawyers have different clients.
it's not her.
They don't deal with one client all the time, Kate.
Then who is it?
Okay, I'm off now. I'm completely off. Maybe it's one of us.
Can I ask you something? Why'd you take it upon yourself to rescue Hugo?
I had to make sure Hurley was safe.
You can pull in over here.
But she still doesn't know Aaron was even born. Nothing at all. She's just picking up that fat check.
Mr. Linus?
Mr. Norton?
I looked into it, and they don't have any kind of solid case against Reyes. The Emmy said that the man found outside Santa Rosa was killed before Reyes escaped.
That's very good
So
news.
this guy's the Christian of lawyers.
The judge will never let it get past that. And Reyes will be a free man.
Who is that?
That's my lawyer.
Now, the general assumption here would be that is Ben using the lawyer as a tactic to try and get Kate back to the island, and it is Ben, and he's the I was just trying to think. Yeah, he does know about. He would know about Aaron and the lie that's being told because he does know that Claire gave birth to Aaron on the island. So yeah, it would be Ben that's possibly trying to blackmail Kate here with trying to get back to the island with the sort of blood sample thing. Hence, them not completely. They've got the court order; they can do it anytime they want. But Ben's obviously holding him back. So I think it possibly might be Ben to try and get Kate back to the island. My bad. I completely forgot about that.
Never do that again. Where are we? It's hard to say till it gets late.
When are we? Ooh. I don't know. There's something about the vibe here with the thunderstorm in the background, the lightning. Oh, it's crazy. I love it.
We didn't get a chance to finish our conversation.
What conversation was that?
The one before they started shooting at us.
It's inevitable these two get together, right?
How it felt to see Kate again.
I was about to tell you anything.
Why don't you tell me now?
It's there, man. It's there. Look at the way she looks at him, man.
I was close enough to touch her. I wanted to. I could have stood right up and talked to her.
Why didn't you?
What's done is done.
Is that the same, sort of, that goes hand in hand with, not creating.
What's wrong?
Oh. That means another Flash is imminent?
Oi! Come and look at this.
So, with what Locke was saying before, I needed that experience with the hatch because it changed me. Or it's like, I can't remember what he said this episode. That's my bad. But he needed that experience with the hatch because, Sawyer was basically asking him, why didn't you go there? Why didn't you go and change things? And Locke gave that explanation. He goes, I needed that experience. And then, Sawyer right there said, what's done is done. There is no point going back to me and back to Kate and changing things right there. Is that the explanation to sort of why no alternate timelines can be created, or no alternate sort of, realities, not timelines, realities, or no changing of events can happen potentially because, what's done is done. And if they were to make that decision, that basically breaks the rules of the show with what Daniel was saying. I could be wrong here, but breaks the rules of the show with what Daniel was saying in terms of going forward and going back, but we can't create another street, for instance. But it seems like Daniel and Desmond may be the two outliers only in terms of delivering information and things like that. But yeah, that seems to be the explanation as to, why we can't go back and change things. you know, we had this flash forward or we had this flashback to this moment. Why don't we just rush to that character quickly and tell him to not to do this or tell him to do this? What's done is done. I feel like that seems like to be the explanation and the rules the show's abiding by.
Wreckage. Looks like it just happened.
Anybody speak French? Mystérieux, on aurait dû jamais suivre ces modifiés. C'est pas ma faute, Robert. C'est pas même que tu au sonar. C'est respecter mon temps. Je vous l'ai déjà dit, les instruments ont mal fonctionné.
Is this the...
Quoi? Mais je pensais qu'on était tous là. On est tous là. C'est pas des nôtres. Alors, qui est? Baguette! Baguette! Allez!
Is this the expedition Rousseau was on? The wreckage from Rousseau's ship? The science expedition?
Allez, c'est bon! C'est des loin avec le courant! Allez! Revenez dans le radio! Il est lourd! Tiens! Il respire encore!
Yes! I told you! Yes! 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 He's still alive! He's still alive! Let's go! Let's go! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! It's Jin! It's Jin! It's Jin! Okay, so it's not Rousseau's expedition. Wait, it could be though. It could be. I'm not sure. I'm confused.
Jack, why did you call me today? I don't.
Right before I called you, Saeed was attacked, and the guy that did it, your address was in his pocket.
Saeed, what's he doing here?
That's not important right now. What matters is that we get you and Aaron someplace safe.
Safe from who?
Contain Arena. Hi, Kate.
Hello, Kate.
It's okay. He's with me.
He's with you?
I know this is going to be hard to understand, but he's here to help us. To help everyone that we left behind. We all need to be together again.
It's him.
What?
It's him. He's the one who's trying to take Aaron.
No, you don't understand.
No, Jack, she's right. It was me.
Brother.
Sorry.
The hell do you think you are? Why don't you just stay away? Why don't you leave me and my son alone?
Because he's not your son, Kate.
It's my son! They took my son! And speaking of son... Poor Aaron, man. Leave the kid alone.
Robert! Là, le signal vient de l'île.
No, it is. It is the French. It's the French transmission.
Sûr que oui. Regarde. Tu crois qu'il est habité?
Ça va? Comment tu te sens? How did you get here?
Boat.
It's got to be a young
On
Rousseau.
s'en fout qui c'est. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait ici?
Dis qu'il est venu en bateau.
What boat?
It's gone.
He must have been caught in the same storm as ours.
Who are you?
I think it is.
How long you were in the water?
I don't know.
How do you not know how you wound up in the middle of the ocean, hein?
Mon temps, laisse-le, il est en état de choc. On a de l'eau à lui donner.
Ouais.
It is Danielle. It is. It is.
Tiens.
So
Merci, Robert.
So obviously Jin found that little door debris, was floating on it, and he was just going through all the flashes while stranded
What is your name?
in the water.
Jin.
Hello, Jin. I'm Danielle.
That's insane.
Danielle Rousseau.
That's insane. And Jin's starting to realize, he's like, what the fuck? He's like, girl? So, does this mean when we watch Lost again, like when we meet Danielle for the first time, that is she going to have that memory of meeting Jin? Or no, is that completely different? Because obviously Jin had no control over interacting with Danielle right there because he was passed out. He was passed out on the floating door right there. He was doing his best Jack impersonation from Titanic. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, Jin was obviously floating, you know, in that sort of perimeter of the island, and its waters for like the period all the flashes were going on, and they continue to happen. He was floating on the water, and then one of the flashes happened, and one of the flashes so happened to go back to the time where the wreckage, this Danielle Science Expedition's wreckage happened, and they were floating on the raft, and they came across Jin. But, you know, we've seen happen this episode with what Sawyer said and what Locke said. What's done is done. That was meant to happen. You weren't meant to intervene. Is that because Jin was unconscious, passed out, and he had no control over that instance? So, like, is Danielle going to remember that? And I wonder if she did say something earlier on in the show about meeting Jin, but I don't think so. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. We get to see a young Danielle and Jin starting to realize right there. Everyone has great facial expressions in this shows. Like, when they do the close-up shots or the extreme close-up shots of characters, you know, coming to the realization of something or just noticing something for the very first time, every actor and actress absolutely nails it in terms of like reflecting so much emotion on their face without saying anything. It's absolutely insane. And Jin right there, the mental warfare that was happening in his mind at that moment of hearing the name Danielle Rousseau would have been insane. It is insane. I just saw it happen. Like, oh man, what a fan. Like, even Josh Holloway as Sawyer, seeing you know, Kate help Claire give birth. Insane stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna get it right into the next episode after this. I hope you guys enjoy my reaction. It's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.